Hi students, today we are going to learn another practical session, that is the variety of the knives you have in your knife kit. Then we are going to do various cuts of vegetables, and we will be doing how to arrange the station prior to do your work. So student, let's proceed further. I've got the variety of knives over here with me. I'm going to tell you each one of them. This is the chef knife, all-purpose knife, and this is the chef knife. And I have told you about the various parts of the knife. Also, we have done it in the previous practical. So, this is the chef knife, all-purpose knife used for cutting, chopping, and doing many cuts in the food production area. This is the paring knife. I'll tell you what action is done with this. It is to par the vegetables. Okay, it is short knife, shorter than AP knife, chef knife, and it is to par the vegetable. It can be easily handled within your palm, and you can cut into a circular motion. Okay, this is a Parisa knife. Parisa knife is a Parisa scooper. You can scoop the vegetables out of this, for example, potatoes, melons, etc. This is the carving knife. You can carve. It is also known as a bird beak knife. You can carve like this, and you can carve over the vegetables or fruits, etc. So you can create various designs by carver knife. Okay. This is the peeler, which is having a blade over here, and you can peel the skin of the vegetables which are unedible, like for potatoes and pumpkins, etc. Okay, students. These all knife should be there in your knife kit. They are safe and secure into your knife kit. Do not litter these knives here and there during the practical. Just remove them out from your box and keep it into a safer place. I have told you the safety procedure into the knife, how to handle the knife. Okay, the safety procedure what is required is like, never hold the knife, never carry knife anywhere. If you really want to carry the knife, carry it upside down with the blunt side forward and the edge, sharp edge inwards. See, like this. Carry the knife like this. Please do not carry the knife like this and move like this, never. Or do not put your knife like this, the edges or the tip outwards, so you may not hurt the other people also. Always carry the knife like this, hold it downwards, and the blunt edge into your palm, and like this you can move down. Never ever keep your knife on the table like this. Some people, they are in habit of doing mischievous thing into the kitchen. They will just put their knife like this. So this is a wrong action. Anybody can get his hand cut like this. Never hide the knife between the joints of the two tables like this. Some people are into habit of doing this thing also. They will hide their knife like this. And if somebody is, he is washing or clearing the table off, he will get his hand cut. There are joints within the frame of the tables also, your pizza table, your working tables, like below this thing. And it's a common phenomena that people put their knife into in between those frame. And if somebody is, it's not visible clearly, so somebody if wants a knife or something, he will put his hand like this and he can get his hand cut from there also. Never put your knife into the sinks. If you really want to clean off the knife, I'll take you to the sink also. After doing any cutting or any operation in the kitchen, you need to wash your knife. Never keep your knife on the sink, so that somebody will say that I'll come back and again I'll clean my knife afterward. So this is a wrong action. You have to take utmost care of your knife, so that anybody will come over here and just get it hand cut like this also. Okay, like while cleaning the knife, when you are cleaning the knife, the blunt edge should be outwards like this. Okay, not the edge one like this. Clean off like this. That's it. And straight away wipe it with your kitchen duster. Afterwards, after cleaning the knife, just wipe it like this. Do not touch the sharp edge. Your knife is a very sensitive tool, and you have to be very peculiar about the safety measures while handling the knife. Alright? So, now I'll tell you how to prepare a station prior to working. You have to do your mise en place, and before that you have to arrange the table. Okay, so how do you arrange the table? How do you place the chopping board? Well, see, this is the duster, kitchen duster. You have to keep one duster. You just fold it into a triangular form like this and put it on the table and take out the chopping board. Just put the chopping board over the duster. It will be stuck in one place, it will not slip, and it will be safe to have the cuts and all. Okay, to work upon this chopping board. Otherwise, if the chopping board will slip, the knife will slip and your hand will get cut. So, whenever you want to prepare your station before cutting or doing any action with the knife, put your chopping board over the duster like this. Okay, now it's stable, rock solid, it's not moving anywhere. Alright? Okay. Now I'm going to proceed further with the practical of various vegetable cuts. Various standard vegetable cuts. Okay, there are so many of cuts, but we have analyzed certain cuts which are standard, and throughout the world they look alike each and everywhere in the continent. And so to make a standardized recipes, okay student, we will proceed further with the practical. We are going to do various standard vegetable cuts. So here I have got so many vegetable with me. First of all, let's learn how to cut the onions. Cutting the onion, you have to cut each and every vegetable into a uniform shape and size. First and foremost, I'll teach you how to chop the onions. Though it is not a standard vegetable cut, it does not fall into that category. But onion is one of those things like which you eat now and then you are operating with. So let's learn how to cut the onion. See, I have already peeled the onion. There are two methods of cutting the onion. This is the compact end and this is the broad end of the onion. Okay, so the tip should be onto the narrow end, and now press the knife like this. Do not splinter the onion. Don't bring the knife at the bottom of the chopping board. Okay, when you have made the cuts like this from one end, turn it to another end like this, and again same action. Okay, like this. Then cut it into the half like this. Hold the onion again like this. Now chop it. You will see the uniformity into the cutting. See, each and every part has been cut evenly. Once the onion are chopped, some people would say that it's not chopped enough, so they do like this. Never mince the onion with the knife or chopper. Otherwise, they will become watery. The water content will come out and it will make the onion bitter. Okay, so this is the chopping of onion. There is another method of chopping the onion, like you slit the onion into half like this, okay, and from the narrow end just make the slitting like this. Never don't splinter the onion. Okay, then press the knife in mid up till here and then hold the onion like this and chop it like this. Okay, see, so there is the uniformity in the cutting. So this is how you cut the onion. So I hope you will follow the method, the similar method, whatever I have told you. This is how the onion are chopped. Alright? Okay. The next cut which falls under the standard vegetable cuts, that is julienne. The standard size of the julienne is 1 mm into 1 mm into 2.5 mm. A matchstick size. You also resemble it like a matchstick size, 1 mm into 1 mm into 2.5 mm. So how to do it? For julienne you will have to slice the vegetable first. See, like a potato which I have already peeled, and I put it into the water to avoid the enzymatic browning. Okay, so whenever you are peeling the onion, peeling the potato, you have to keep it into the water so that the enzymatic browning should not be there. Okay, so like I am slicing the potato like this. And now after holding all these slices, see the slices, I will hold all the slices together and now I will shred them. This is known as julienne, a matchstick size. Okay, the juliennes. So the standard size of the julienne is 1 mm into 1 mm into 2.5 mm. Alright? Okay student, the next standard vegetable cut is jardiniere. Jardiniere, Jardiniere, jardiniere cut. The standard size of the jardiniere cut is 3 mm into 3 mm into 18 mm. This is also known as a baton shape, baton size. Baton is a stick kind of thing, and it resembles similar to a French fry. So how to do that? See, I'll do the jardiniere with the potato. Okay, jardiniere is a baton shape. So how to curve that baton? Like I have, I have equaled the edges of the potato. Now, according to the size. Okay, now I will cut it into the baton shape. So now you can see the potato has been cut into the baton shape. So this cut is known as jardiniere cut. Got it? Standard vegetable cut is macédoine. The spelling of macédoine is Macedone. Macédoine is large dices, which is 5 mm into 5 mm into 5 mm. A standard dice. Okay, so how can you do it? Like I have got a dot over here. So these are the dices of equal size, 5 mm into 5 mm into 5 mm. So macédoine. This is a standard vegetable cut known as macédoine. Standard vegetable cut which I am going to show you is brunoise or brunoise. Brunoise. This is a French word, brunoise. Okay, it is a standard vegetable cut which is small dices of 2.5 mm into 2.5 mm into 2.5 mm. So how can you curve them out like this? You will have to make a slice of 2.5 mm like this, and then similarly slit it like this. Hold them equally to give them a cube shape. So they are the smaller dices as compared to the macédoine. Here. So I have done macédoine with carrot. Sorry, brunoise with carrot. Vegetable cuts into 2.5 mm into 2.5 mm into 2.5 mm cubes. All right. Okay, the next cut which we are going to learn is losange. Lozenge. Losange. Losange is cutting the vegetable into small diamonds, obliquely shaped and slantwise. See, first you have to prepare the vegetable to be cut like that. You have peeled the vegetable. Now cut it into slant way into small triangles like this. This cut can be used for stir frying, for sauteing, or for accompanying the food products, whatever dish you have prepared. They must be into the same triangles shapes into a uniformity. See the small triangles over here, vegetable cut into small triangle, obliquely shaped and small diameter. Other cut which I am going to tell you is paring. Paring the vegetable or fruit. You have to remove this outer layer, outer skin of the vegetables or fruit in a uniform motion. And for that you are not going to use this knife, you are going to use the paring knife. The smaller one in size, you can hold this knife and see you can move the knife over the skin of the vegetable into a uniform motion. See, and you can peel the potato or any fruits into a uniform motion like this. This is basically done to the fruits or vegetable which are having very thin skin, whose skin will get burnt with the action of the peeling. So paring is an adequate technique to save the skin, to save the shape or texture of the fruit or vegetable. So this I have pared this. I haven't peeled this, but I will call it I have pared the potato. You would have seen while paring the papaya, paring the apple into the circular motion like this. So this cut is paring. So now the next standard vegetable cut is paisa. Paisa is actually not a standard vegetable cut. There is, but uniformity is there. It is a decorative cutting actually. You are doing some artistic work over the food. So like I will make one. Now the cut is not standard, but it is into a uniform shape, uniform motion. See, I have cut it into roundel form. It could be into small dices, small cubes, but into a uniform fancy cuts. So paisa is also known as fancy cuts, fancy cutting of the vegetables. See, now the next cut which I am going to tell you is wedges. Wedges means to cut the food or the vegetable from the edges. Why do we cut them from the edges? To protect, to remove the seed, to deseed the vegetable. So like if I am making the wedges of the tomato, see how to cut it like this. I am cutting it from the edges. I am exposing the seeds, and after that I will discard the seed. See, the seed has been discarded, and so these are the wedges. So the definition will be wedges means cutting the fruit or vegetable from edges to remove the seeds into 4 to 6 slices like this. So this is wedges. Cut, it is not a standard cut, but it is a fancy cut which is known as tourne, Tourne, tourne or turned. So turned potato, I am going to teach you how to turn the potato. For that you have to take the carving knife, this knife, carving knife. I will turn a potato into a barrel shape. Tourne means cutting the vegetable into a barrel shape. Like I have cut the potato into 4 half. Okay, now from the edges you have to cut the potatoes and give it a turned shape like this. Wherever you will find the edges, you have to remove those edges. So the potato has been turned like this. Like this. I'll show once again. Take the another quarter like this. Turn it from the edges like this with the help of the carving knife. You won't be able to do it with paring knife or with the help of your chef knife. The standard knife for this is the carving knife. The knife which is having bird beak over it. This knife is also known as tourne knife or turning knife or fluting knife also. You make flutes of the mushrooms. So again over here you have turned beautifully the potato like this. These potatoes are boiled. Not only potato, it can be made out of carrots also or other vegetables. So these are the turned potatoes. I have made turned potatoes, tourne cut. The potatoes cut into barrel shape, and these are boiled and sautéed and used as an accompaniment with the main dishes. Okay. Another standard vegetable cut is mirepoix. Mirepoix, M-I-R-E-P-O-I-X. Mirepoix. Mirepoix is not actually a cut. It is a rough cut of root vegetables. Root vegetables like onion, ginger, carrots, roughly cut. Some of them need not to be washed even. They impart aroma. So if you peel the skin, the aroma will be moved. But you have to clean them properly. So I have already cleaned them. So how I will make the rough cutting of root vegetables, like this is root, this is also root, the ginger is also root. Okay, like this. I will roughly cut like this. Onion roughly cut. Turnip or carrot roughly cut. There is no standard size. No standard size. This is added into the roux or stock or soups to impart aroma. Alright, so this was mirepoix. Okay, and similarly matignon, M-A-T-I-G-N-O-N, matignon. Like this was the rough cutting of the root vegetable. It is the standard cutting of the root vegetable, matignon. Root vegetables, the similar root vegetable which I had added, I had cut in mirepoix. So, but now I am cutting them into a standard form like this. If I am cutting them into a brunoise shape. Similarly, the ginger or garlic into the brunoise shape like this without de-skinning them. Or the onion also like this. Matignon. It is just to impart aroma into the food or soups or stocks. Then of course they are cleared off. They are just thrown out. They are not consumed because the roots are there and the skin is there. Okay. The another cut which I am going to tell is slicing. Though it is not a standard vegetable cut, but slicing is very important. Every now and then you are slicing the vegetable. The technique is that your hand and knife coordination should be there. Like I always tell you, just to practice it like this, you have to, your knuckles should be in action along with the knife. Your fingers are moving inwards from outwards like this. So over here also, you can slice it like this. This is a cucumber, and keep on practicing it like this. This is a slice into rounder form. Slice. You can do it more thinner way. Just like if your finger movement is good, the slices will be finer. See, like this. Your knuckle, your finger, your nails, everything come into action. From outwards to inwards, you have to move your knuckle like this. So I have sliced these vegetables like this. Okay, so guys, I hope this was an informative practical. You would have learned a lot. There is a standardization in the cutting. If the cutting is not standardized, your final food is also not going to be of that quality. Okay, so once again we'll have a quick recap over here. The various standard vegetable cuts: jardiniere, tourne, slices, paisa, chopping, juliennes, macédoine, brunoise, mirepoix, matignon, wedges, and so on. One more thing, like many times you have to slit some of the vegetable. So how the slitting is done? When you can put the vegetable, like if you are slitting the chilies. So slitting is basically done to stuff, like your karelas, your okra, bhindi, जिसे हम कहते हैं, chilies also. So how to make the slit? You are not pursing the knife at the bottom, just making a slit over here like this. So this is a slit to remove the seeds and all, to stuff the vegetable inside. Got it? So this is again one kind of a cut. Okay, so enough for the session today. I hope it was a great learning. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.